One fateful evening in the hot tub with a woman who meant so much to me and her friends shattered everything I believed about boundaries, trust, and my own heart. The cool evening breeze brushed against my skin as I stood in the backyard, lost in a whirlwind of thoughts and unspoken desires. The gentle whisper of the hot tub nearby wrapped around them, a soothing balm against the heavy silence of the house, igniting a spark of something unspoken between them. Usually the air buzzed with excitement, especially when Lisa, the woman who held my heart, through one of her unforgettable gatherings. Yet tonight it was just me, savoring a glass of wine I had secretly stolen from the fridge. I'm Rodney, 21, freshly graduated and back at home, caught in the bittersweet limbo of what comes next. There are hidden joys in this arrangement, like the quiet evenings that wrap around us, or so I thought. The soft creak of the sliding door pulled me from my reverie, a reminder of the world outside our secret. My heart skipped as I caught sight of Lisa, her laughter mingling with that of her friends, drinks in hand, a glow of happiness surrounding them. It felt like a moment I shouldn't be watching, yet I couldn't look away. It didn't take long for them to sense me lurking in the shadows. "Rodney, why are you here alone in this quiet place?" Lisa called out, her voice tinged with a playful warmth that wrapped around him like a secret, a comfort he never wanted to lose. I hesitated, my heart racing, caught in a whirlwind of emotions as I searched for the right words. Her presence was the last thing I expected, especially not in this moment. As they approached, my heart raced at the sight of them in their bikinis, a tantalizing glimpse of something both beautiful and forbidden. Hidden beneath their flowing robes, a spark of desire flickered, hinting at the warmth of the hot tub that beckoned them closer. Neha, one of Lisa's friends, gave me a smile that felt like a secret shared in the shadows. "Text, you should really come with us," she suggested, her tone teasing yet filled with a hint of longing. Just as I opened my mouth to speak, Lisa was there, her hand quick and sure as she took the wine glass from me. Her eyes sparkled with a daring allure as she whispered, "Come on, don't hold back, the water's just right." Tonight I was ensnared by a whirlwind of feelings, a tantalizing mix of excitement and apprehension. The weight of their stares pressed down on me, leaving me breathless and unable to say no. After a fleeting moment of hesitation, I found myself nodding and standing up as Neha and Lisa's friend, Madeline, whom I remembered, laughed softly and joined them in casting off their robes, stepping into the shimmering water. Their laughter floated in the night, a sweet sound that pulled at the heartstrings, both thrilling and dangerous. I stood at the edge, heart racing, the weight of being an outsider pressing down on me, a gift from Lisa that I couldn't shake off. "Text, the water is fine," she said, her playful wink igniting a spark of something unspoken between them. Drawn by an irresistible pull, I slipped into the hot tub, the warm water wrapping around me like a secret, tender caress. As the unspoken tension faded, I felt a rush of warmth, acutely aware of Lisa's closeness, a bittersweet thrill coursing through me. "Just breathe," Madeline whispered, her voice a soft caress, filled with an unspoken longing. "We're all here, hearts racing, caught in a moment that feels both thrilling and wrong." Lisa passed me another glass of wine, her fingers brushing against mine, a fleeting touch that sent a shiver down my spine. The warmth enveloped me, a heady mix of liquid courage and the thrill of his presence, igniting a spark I dared not acknowledge. The words danced between us, laughter mingling with the water's playful embrace, but deep down, an unspoken tension lingered, pulling at my heart. Every now and then I would steal a glance at it. As the minutes slipped away, their gaze lingered on me, a mix of longing and uncertainty that left my heart racing. In that moment, my heart raced as I felt Lisa draw nearer, an electric tension hanging in the air. As she spoke, her shoulder gently grazed mine, and her hand would sometimes linger on my arm, sending shivers down my spine. In that fleeting moment, I tried to appear indifferent, but the wild beating of my heart revealed the truth I desperately wanted to hide. Neha and Madeline watched us, their eyes filled with unspoken tension that ignited a fire within me. Yet I stood frozen, lost in the whirlwind of emotions swirling around us. The air crackled with an unspoken tension, a feeling that both thrilled and terrified me. Lisa leaned in closer, her energy wrapping around us like a secret, unspoken tension hanging in the air. A shiver ran down my spine as I glimpsed Neha and Madeline, drawing closer, their eyes locked in a silent electric bond. Neha smiled, her lips curling in a way that ignited a forbidden thrill deep within me. The warmth of the wine and the sound of laughter wrapped around us, igniting a connection I never saw coming. Lisa's whisper caught me off guard. A secret hanging in the air, leaving my heart racing and my mind tangled in uncertainty. Lisa leaned in, her breath a whisper, sharing secrets that danced on the edge of what should remain unspoken. Neha and Madeline exchanged secretive laughter, their eyes sparkling with unspoken feelings. With every passing moment, the air thickened with unspoken desire, as if time itself had paused, leaving only us in this charged silence. Lisa's fingers brushed against my skin, sending a shiver through the air, as if the world outside had faded away. Something was undeniably changing, a secret unspoken yet felt by all. Neha and Madeline exchanged glances with Lisa, their laughter a gentle whisper, filled with unspoken secrets and a hint of something more. My heart raced, caught in the electric tension of Lisa's next whisper, lingering like a secret we both knew we shouldn't share. The water enveloped us, warm and inviting, yet the feelings surging within were far more powerful than any touch. Lisa leaned in, her eyes sparkling with mischief, a secret dance of emotions swirling between them. Neha and Madeline were drawn together, their closeness wrapping around me like a secret, electric tension. I turned, and the air thickened with unspoken words. Something was shifting, a whisper of longing that hinted at a path I dared not tread. I stayed there as darkness fell, caught in the thrill of an unspoken connection that pulsed between us. Neha leaned in, her gaze locking onto mine, the air thick with a tension that felt both thrilling and dangerous. I stayed still, heart racing. My thoughts crashed against the silence that enveloped us, each one a whisper of longing and unspoken desire. Madeline's fingers grazed my arm, a delicate touch that deepened the turmoil in my heart. "You deserve this," she whispered, her gaze locking onto mine, filled with unspoken longing. My voice trembled, trapped in the depths of my heart. Words escaped me, caught in the tangled web of my heart. I could only nod, my heart pounding wildly in my chest. Our connection grew stronger, not through words or choices, but through a silent understanding that everything had changed. The air crackled with unspoken words as Lisa's hand found its way to my knee. We lingered in silence, the water enveloping us, the tension between us electric and unspoken. I shifted, heart racing, desperate to grasp the weight of what was unfolding. The water clung to my skin, each drop a whisper of hesitation as I breathed deeply, caught between the urge to retreat and the pull to draw closer. The night air brushed against my skin, a chill that heightened the warmth of the hot tub, igniting a thrill that felt both exhilarating and wrong. We lingered in the steam, the air thick with unspoken feelings. Silence hung heavy in the air, a tension that felt almost palpable. Neha and Madeline lingered close, their silent exchanges revealing an unspoken truth. This was no longer mere companionship. It crackled with an intensity that felt both thrilling and dangerous. The night melted into a whirlwind of feelings, laughter, and an intimacy that felt both exhilarating and wrong, impossible to define yet unforgettable. What unfolded was beyond words, a whirlwind of feelings and fleeting moments, anchored not in touch but in a rush of emotions and an electrifying connection. The evening blossomed into an unexpected moment, filled with a closeness that stirred hidden feelings and unspoken desires. We shared laughter, lost in a world of our own, and then as if it were a fleeting dream the moment slipped away. Neha, Lisa and Madeline emerged from the water, their laughter a whisper of secrets as they wrapped themselves in towels, slipping away into the shadows. Lisa lingered at the door, her gaze lingering on me, a fleeting moment that felt electric, her eyes glistening with unspoken words. "Rodney," she whispered, her voice trembling with unspoken longing. Then she slipped away into the shadows of the house. I lingered in the hot tub, the warm water wrapping around me like a secret embrace, soothing my restless heart. My heart raced wildly, yet deep down, I understood that this was the final chapter. The night was charged with a longing that felt both thrilling and wrong, leaving an indelible mark on their hearts. As I leaned back and closed my eyes, a secret smile crept onto my lips, a fleeting moment of joy that felt both exhilarating and wrong. After tonight, everything would change, and a mix of nerves and thrill coursed through me as I pondered what lay ahead. Little did I know, this was just the start of a summer that would unravel my heart in ways I never imagined. The next morning I stirred with a dull ache in my head, but it was the rush of memories from the night before that truly overwhelmed me. For a fleeting heartbeat, I questioned whether it had all been a beautiful illusion. The steam rose around them, a veil of secrecy enveloping Lisa, Neha and Madeline as they shared stolen glances and whispered laughter in the warm embrace of the hot tub. It felt like a dream too intense to be real. But as awareness washed over me, I understood the truth. It was undeniable, so achingly real. Silence enveloped the house, heavy with unspoken words and lingering glances. As I descended the stairs, a flicker of hope danced in my chest, but the kitchen lay silent and empty, just like my heart. A note on the counter drew me in, its presence both thrilling and dangerous. Stealing a moment with the girls over brunch, laughter mingling with unspoken desires. I'll return soon. I let out a breath I didn't know I was holding. My heart raced at the thought of seeing Lisa again, but I wasn't sure I was ready for the emotions that would come flooding back. I needed a moment to let my heart catch up with the whirlwind of emotions that had unfolded. As I cradled my coffee, memories of last night flooded my mind, stirring a mix of longing and regret. Text the way Lisa's eyes had met mine, filled with unspoken longing. The weight of Neha's gaze lingered in the air, electric and unspoken. Madeline's voice, a gentle whisper that stirred something deep within, felt so real. Yet as the sun broke through the shadows, a pang of guilt twisted in my heart. Lisa had always been a part of my life, lingering in the background, but now everything felt different. Intensely, achingly different. Lisa stepped in, a breath of fresh air, her presence both soothing and electrifying. Her eyes lit up when they met mine, a smile breaking through the tension between us. Yet in her gaze there lingered a secret, a spark that whispered of unspoken desires. Butterflies in my stomach. Thrill. Morning, she whispered, her voice barely breaking the silence, a spark of something unspoken hanging in the air. Rest easy, my heart. I nodded, my heart racing, unable to find the words. Lisa lost herself in the delicate ritual of brewing tea, her heart racing at the thought of him. The silence wrapped around us, heavy and charged, until she finally turned to meet my gaze. About last night, she began, and my heart raced with a mix of excitement and fear. I hope this doesn't make you uneasy. I turned away, my heart heavy with unspoken words. I'm not uneasy, just taken aback. Lisa's smile held a secret warmth. Caught us off guard, if that's what you're wondering. It was unexpected. We lingered in conversation, the air thick with unspoken tension. Lisa's words wrapped around me like a secret promise, assuring me that Neha and Madeline would keep our moment hidden, just for us. She made it clear that, although she held no regrets about what transpired, she understood if I wished I could erase it from my memory. But could I really act like it never existed? With each passing day, memories of that night consumed my thoughts, pulling me deeper into a whirlwind of longing and desire. The brush of Lisa's fingers on my shoulder, the echoes of laughter, the intoxicating closeness between us. It was a moment etched in my heart, impossible to forget. As the days slipped by, a fragile sense of normalcy settled in, but the unspoken tension lingered just beneath the surface. Lisa and I slipped back into our familiar rhythm, the unspoken tension of that night hanging between us like a fragile secret. But now an electric tension hung in the air, a pulse of something forbidden that had never existed between them before. Can we talk? She whispered one afternoon. I nodded, shutting my laptop as she slipped in and perched on the edge of my bed. She slipped into a silky robe, and my mind instantly drifted back to that night in the hot tub, where everything felt electric and dangerously close. I've been haunted by that night, she whispered, her voice barely above a breath. I can't help but wonder if you'd be open to sharing more with me. Only us in this moment where the world fades away. My heart raced with a mix of excitement and fear. What are you trying to say? I asked, my heart racing, already knowing the answer but desperate to hear it anyway. Lisa leaned in, her fingers brushing softly against my knee, igniting a spark that felt both thrilling and wrong. If you're willing, just the two of us. I knew I should turn away, but the way her eyes held mine, filled with unspoken understanding, was a weight I couldn't resist. Okay, I whispered to myself, let's see where this leads us. We lingered in the darkness, wrapped in each other's arms, where the quiet between us whispered secrets we dared not say. It was more than just a touch. We whispered of what once was, of dreams yet to come, of the shadows that haunt us, and the light that beckons. In the weeks that followed, Lisa and I found ourselves entwined in a delicate dance of stolen moments. By day we played our parts, but the night whispered secrets we dared not share. But at night, behind closed doors, we forged a bond that felt both exhilarating and wrong. It was more than just a touch. It was charged with feeling deeply personal and achingly close. One night, as we lay on the couch, Lisa turned to me, her gaze intense and searching, a spark of something unspoken hanging in the air between us. "Text, I have something to ask you, Rodney," I replied, my heart racing, sensing the uncertainty lacing her words. They spoke of the spark that ignited between us that night. I couldn't help but dream of the moments we might steal together again. I paused, heart racing, caught in a whirlwind of thoughts. "We shouldn't," she whispered, her voice trembling with a mix of longing and fear. "I'm content with just the two of us. Yet there are moments when a little excitement can spark something deeper." I drew her near, our lips meeting in a tender, lingering kiss. "You'll always be my secret," I whispered. The following weekend, Neha and Madeline returned once more. Lisa whispered it was a secret gathering. The tension that once crackled between them had faded, giving way to a tender warmth that wrapped around their hearts, inviting them to linger just a moment longer. The evening blossomed into an unexpected moment, filled with longing and the thrill of the unknown. Time slipped away, each moment heavy with unspoken feelings. "Lisa, my heart races at the mere thought of you." And I became the heart of our bond, intensifying with every fleeting moment. Neha and Madeline would sometimes join us, igniting a spark of thrill, yet they could never fill the space that our connection held. It was a tumultuous journey, filled with unspoken desires and lingering glances. In the shadows of their stolen glances, jealousy and fear danced like whispers in the night. What if they discovered our secret? What if everything shifted in an instant? Yet we shared our truths bare and unguarded. One unforgettable night, after Neha and Madeline had slipped away, Lisa and I found ourselves entwined on the couch, lost in a moment that felt both electric and wrong. "I have to share something with you," she whispered, her voice quivering with unspoken feelings. My heart raced, caught in a moment that felt both thrilling and wrong. "My heart is whispering secrets I never meant to share with you." Joy surged through me, a sweet escape from the weight of longing. "Lisa," I whispered, my hands gently cradling her face. "I felt this pull towards you for so long, and it scares me to admit it." We lingered, wrapped in each other's warmth, whispering dreams of what could be. We were aware that the world would never accept us, yet our hearts were set on defying the odds. As summer faded into the embrace of fall, we found ourselves entwined in a delicate new reality. To everyone else, we were just a woman and her stepson. But in the depths of our hearts, we knew it was so much more. Yet in the shadows, we discovered a bond that took us by surprise. On a chilly autumn evening, we lingered on the back porch, our hearts racing as the sun dipped below the horizon. "You know," Lisa said with a smile, "I never thought that night in the hot tub would change everything." I chuckled softly, drawing her into my embrace. As the sun sank beneath the horizon, my heart ached with the weight of our secret journey. It was a fleeting moment of passion, a spark that ignited something deep within, yet felt so wrong. As I cradled Lisa in my arms, uncertainty loomed ahead, yet my heart whispered a truth I couldn't ignore. No matter the obstacles, we would confront them side by side.